On this day in Tudor history, the 14th of October 1593, the soldier and former Lord Deputy of Ireland, Arthur Grey, 14th Baron Grey of Wilton, died at his home at Wadden in Buckinghamshire. I'm historian and author Claire Ridgway, and let me tell you more about a soldier who was also a radical Protestant. Arthur Grey was born in 1536 in the English enclave around Calais at Ham Castle, a frontier childhood for the eldest son of veteran soldier William Grey, 13th Baron Grey of Wilton, and Mary Somerset, daughter of the 1st Earl of Worcester. Soldiering came early. He served alongside his father in the French campaign of 1557, and in 1558, as the Pale crumbled, Arthur was given up as a hostage in the negotiations for the surrender of Guienne. Back in harness almost immediately, he campaigned in Scotland in 1560, where he was shot in the shoulder. He survived, and he was knighted that July for his service. When his father died in December 1562, Arthur became 14th Baron Grey of Wilton. He married twice, first to Dorothy, an illegitimate daughter of Richard, 9th Baron Zouche. They had a daughter, Elizabeth Grey. His second marriage was to Jane Sibylla Morrison, daughter of Sir Richard Morrison and widow of Edward Russell, Baron Russell. With Jane he had several children, including Thomas Grey, later 15th Baron, and Bridget Lady Egerton. By 1569 he was Lord Lieutenant of Buckinghamshire, and in 1572 he entered the Order of the Garter. In 1580 Queen Elizabeth I sent Grey to Ireland as Lord Deputy to stamp out the Desmond Rising and the Baltinglass Rebellion. It was brutal work. He suffered a serious defeat in an ambush in August 1580, then turned to sieges and sharp retribution. The most infamous moment came at Smerwick later that year. After a negotiated surrender, Grey's forces massacred the garrison, a decision that has cast a long, dark shadow over his record. The Crown recalled him in 1582. Even his admirers acknowledged that he was a severe governor. His critics never forgot Smerwick. Grey's radical Protestantism shaped both his patronage and his personal religion. He supported the execution of Mary Queen of Scots, and according to rumour in 1586, Robert Dudley, Earl of Leicester, considered him for a push onto the Privy Council as part of a more hardline faction, an idea William Cecil, Lord Burleigh, quietly discouraged. He was even floated in 1585 as a possible governor of the Netherlands, but heavy debts scuppered the plan. Peregrine Bertie, Lord Willoughby, went instead. Grey's experience still mattered. He sat on a special committee assessing where the Spanish Armada might land and how to stop it. When Leicester mustered England's southern army at Tilbury in 1588, Grey served as Marshal, one of the men organising the defence behind Elizabeth's famous speech at Tilbury. Arthur Grey died on the 14th of October 1593 at Wadden. His son Thomas inherited the title and later found himself in mortal peril, condemned for involvement in the Bye-plot under James I, before receiving a last-minute reprieve on the scaffold. Grey's own legacy is complicated. Courageous on campaign, unbending in belief, sometimes effective, sometimes catastrophic. If you want a snapshot of the harsher currents in Elizabeth's Protestant politics and Irish policy, then Arthur Grey stands right in that stream. If this glimpse into a hard-edged Elizabethan life interested you, then please like the video and subscribe for daily Tudor history. And tell me in the comments, how should we judge this man? Necessary severity in a violent age, or a man who really crossed the moral line at Smerwick? What do you think? I'll see you soon. Bye bye.